All right, hello everybody. I'm YuChiyn and welcome to Doki Doki. Now I'm gonna start my own little YouTube series for this. I know I did this on Twitch, but screw it. Okay, now I'm gonna focus on going back to previous saves and doing things differently because I did multiple saves for. Also, I figured this out. I did not. Okay, after I ended the stream, it took me to a fake desktop, which clearly here. Oh god, my hair becomes a mess instantly when I just start going back and forth. It's whatever. Yeah, it's early morning, it's 5 in the morning, and it's like, I don't know, I didn't sleep, so Doki Doki. Now, let's look at this. So we got music, and here... Okay. okay. Enough of that. I love that. I love that so much. Here are the settings, like music volume, sound volume, VSync on, and all that. Full screen. Everything's good. Data collected. I honestly don't know what else there is to this. It scared me. There's the main game, Doki Doki Literature Club. Also side stories. And I didn't know this was a thing. So the side stories are stories of friendship that are unrelated to the events of the main game. You get all 6 side stories. Try writing poems for different characters and viewing their special scenes in DLC. I said that at a weird pace. I don't know why. Here, let me turn on my streaming light because it's whatever. I look like shit anyways. It's whatever. My hair, I'm gonna say. God, my hair is never how I like it. That's a problem. There we go. I like it like this. I like it like that. Okay. Now, okay. I'm sorry for the audio may be a little loud. I tried recording something earlier, and it seemed like really I was in like a background area. It sound like that, but all right. Okay. Now we're going to. I'm actually going to try the side story here because yeah. Oh. All right, let's do this. Oh. I like the sound of it. I really do. Oh shit, okay. Hey Monica, how you doing? Okay everyone, the literature club is starting. Let's all have a seat, take attendance, okay? Ugh, I miss debate club. Who knew it would be so difficult to start a new club? I feel worse with every day that passes without anyone coming in. I'm really starting to lose confidence. Monica is the only member of the literature club. And these days that have passed, all of her efforts to recruit new members have been fruitless. Am I going about this wrong? Monica glances at one of her flyers. The headline is, "Do you like literature?" Maybe nobody is into literature enough to pick it up. Maybe nobody is into literature enough to pick it over the other club interests. I can't just rely on people liking literature. I need to sell them on a vision. A vision? What kind of vision? Monica rests her head on the desk, deep in thought. Before she realizes it, the recent nights of staying up too late start to catch up to her. It's so quiet and the noise of the air conditioner is soothing. I love this so much. It's cool, I love it. Hello? Suddenly a voice causes Monica to snap awake. Oh my gosh! I'm so sorry, I never do this. Is this the napping club? No, this is... Monica pauses, slightly embarrassed to admit that this is in fact the literature club. This is the literature club. Yay! I thought I was in the... I got it wrong for a sec. I'm super sorry. I was like so unprofessional of me to do that. Don't apologize, I do that all the time. Oh. Did I miss the club meeting? Where's everybody? Well, about that. This is everybody. I don't know. Really? Just you? But we're getting more members. I'm working really hard on it. Hold on a sec. If it's just you, that means I get to be vice president! Wait, vice president? What are your qualifications? Well, I'm better at napping than you. Maybe I should be president. You're just making fun of me. Oh, I'm sorry. What's your name? Sayori. Okay, Sayori. I've been trying really hard on this club. I know you caught me at a weird time, but it's really disheartening to not be taken seriously, you know? I care so much about this. I just want to find other people who do too. Oh no! I'm so sorry. I do care, I promise. I have a hard time being serious, that's all. I didn't mean for it to hurt you. And I was just joking about the vice president thing too. I would make a terrible vice president. I mean, I'm sure that Monica tries to say something reassuring, but it's difficult when she still doesn't know much about Sayori. This is adorable, I love it. I'm sorry. That is, it's really, this isn't like, okay. Sorry, my words getting jumbled. I'm sorry that this isn't like a real club yet. Would you still be interested in joining after I found a few more members, at least? Well, no. I want to join now. Really? Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun. Besides, I can tell how hard you've been working. You're doing something amazing, you should be proud of it, you know? So let me help you turn something stressful into something fun. If nothing else, I'm good at that, so... Honestly, how could I possibly say no to that? That's really sweet of you, Sayori. Oh, I'm Monica, by the way. Monica! That's such a cool name. Oh, now you're just trying to cheer me up. But you're smiling! Well, I didn't say it didn't work. Monica glances at the flyer on her desk and realizes that her name is already written on it. So what do we do first? Well, I'm getting pretty late, isn't it? Or it's getting, we can go home and try to come up with some new ideas to recruit club members. I can do that. Cool. And I think I need to put some more thought into my vision for the club. You know, like a mission. My mission is to make everyone happy. Yeah, something like that. I need to think about it. Hey, do you like hugs? I guess so. Sayori suddenly pulls Monica into a friendly hug, then lets go. Aww, some people can just really use a hug sometimes. Besides, Sayori whispers sadly, hug energy is what keeps me at my best. Hug energy. Aww, although Sayori is very different from Monica. From her, Monica feels her spirits lifted, yeah. Maybe it's just because she finally found another club member. But, well, I'm looking forward to tomorrow then. It'll be fun. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna think really hard tonight about how to get more people. Yeah, me too. Yay, it's adorable. It's adorable. A day passes and the time comes from the literature club, or for the literature club, Monica and Sayori to reconvene. As president, Monica ensures that she's the first to arrive at the club, but she finds herself waiting longer than expected for Sayori. It's been 10 minutes already. Maybe Sayori changed her mind about joining? No, that can't be. She was so excited yesterday. But I'm kind of worried. Suddenly Sayori comes bounding through the door. In her hand, she's holding a sheet of paper. Sorry, Bleed! I'm here! It's okay, welcome back. And Sayori spins over to Monica and deposits the sheets on Monica's desk. Oh, what's this? Take my hand. Okay. Take my hand, take me forward, take me to your dreamland. Caution me to watch my steps so I can't look back at my footprints. Climb the stairs ahead of me while I look up to you. The more I look forward, the more I look up. The more I can lend to you. Aww, if you can trust me to follow your pace, I'll trust you to set it. If you can trust me to lend you a smile, I'll trust you to return it. Take my hand, take me forward, take me to your dreamland. Aww. Hey, this is really good. You wrote the series? Of course. Wait, no, that's the wrong side of the paper. Huh? I wasn't ready to share that yet. I'm so embarrassed. This is adorable. I love it. Monica flips over the paper. Written on the other side is a list of ideas for the recruiting new club members. Oh, so this is what you meant to show me. But I'm curious now. Do you write poetry often? I do, but I'm sure I'm not anywhere near as good at it as you are. Really? I'm actually terrible at writing poetry. I never written anything I was happy with. Like, I always read it again after a week and write it, and I'm like, wow, this is so stupid. That's how I feel about everything. same with streaming and recording. Like, I'm terrible at this. I hate hearing myself and all that. Wow, this is so stupid. I don't know. It's like the dramatic version of me doesn't agree with the person I want myself to be, or something like that. Aww. You should have more confidence in yourself. You're the literature club president. I guess you're not wrong there. I need to, like, set a good example or whatever. You know, I can envision the club doing something like that. Doing what? You know, little sharing poems we write, stuff like that. Oh yeah, I'd love that. Such a good way to learn about other people, you know? It's like we have so many emotions that we can't express to the other people usually. But you can when it's in a poem, right? Yeah, I think that's helping me form a more cohesive vision for the club. So I'm glad you showed me. Well, even though it was by accident. Me too. I felt embarrassed at first, but now it feels kind of good that someone else read it. I'll try to show you more of them in the future. I love that. Ah, jeez, I'm getting distracted. Do you want to go over this recruitment brainstorm together? My brain stormed so hard, it was like brain hurricane. My brain is a natural disaster. Sorry, that's terrible. Anyway, let's take a look at the list. Make cupcakes. I was hungry. But it's a good idea, isn't it? Let me think about this. I mean, when would we have a chance to give people cupcakes? You know, like when they come to the club. What if we said we had free cupcakes on the flyers? That's kind of... I'm like kind of worried that would bring in the wrong kinds of people, you know? Wrong kinds? People who would just come for the cupcakes and then leave. Oh, nobody would do that. That'd be mean. But you know, I want to find people who are really into literature, even if they don't know it yet. Let's see, the next thing on the list, hunt for people reading books. I don't think I get it. Like going around the school and finding people who are reading books, you know, like sneak up on them, snap their neck, and just kind of... I don't know. Like in the morning or during lunch. And we tell them to check out the literature club. Well, the problem with that is, like, wouldn't most people reading books just be doing it for an assignment or something? How would we know if they're just reading for fun? Well, we could ask them, but then we'd be bothering people who are trying to do schoolwork. I didn't think about that part, I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. You're coming up with a lot more things than I can. Oh, your next idea is to hand out flyers rather than just put them on the wall. I'd definitely like to start doing that. I'm useful. Never said you weren't. I just need to think what would we tell people when handing them out. I don't want to be just like, join the literature club. Let's figure out how we could better engage people. What if you told them about the club activities or stuff? I don't know. What club activities? Yeah, I guess it's supposed to be my job to come up with that, right? I'll vision for the club. Okay, sorry. Pretend you're a normal person for a sec. Wait, I didn't mean... I didn't mean it like that. God damn it. You know, like a random passerby who gets a flyer. How would you react to that idea? Probably like, Literature Club is stupid. I'm joining the anime club. Is that supposed to be our character? What the heck? I'm sorry, I was just thinking of a... I was part of an anime club, yeah. Okay, what if I said that we like do group readings and discuss it together? I would probably not do that. That's you, Sarah. Yeah, but that doesn't really sound fun to most people anyway. We need to catch their interest, you know? Oh, this sucks. Why is it so hard? Monica, don't be sad. What do you like about literature, Sayori? Me? Well, kind of what I said about the poem earlier. I think it gives you the chance to express yourself. Like, express yourself in ways you can't normally do. What are just doing your normal day and talking to your friends. Like I have friends. I mean, we have so many thoughts and feelings that we just don't get to share it, you know? It's like intimate. Yeah. How do we get that across to people? Who could it be like, express your true self? Be intimate with us. Okay, that's kind of... Oh, what is it? I forgot all of my things in my classroom. I must have gotten too excited to rush here. Oh, never mind. Did you get yourself then? I'll forget if I don't do it now. well, I'll wait for you then. Okay, well, it'll take a second. Sari dashes out of the room, leaving Monica momentarily alone. Monica decides to start jotting her thoughts on a sheet of paper. Express yourself. Be who you want to be. Make new friends. Discover a new you. Yeah, these things stay like for a second, seriously. Discover your heart. Discover your heart. I don't know. No. Write your heart out. No, okay. No. Right into your heart. I don't know why I'm doing that. Right the way into your heart. Showing the literature shop right the way into your heart. Wow, that's lame. Monica! Ah! You startled me. Sorry, but it's something important. I'll in the classroom. There was a girl reading a book. Reading a book? Let's hurry and recruit her. Wait, are you sure she's not just doing homework? I can tell she was really into it. Well, I guess we can take a look. Monica grabs one of her flyers and stands up from her desk. Then the two depart the classroom as Harry leading the way. This way! You don't have to run. Harry leads Monica over to a particular classroom that then lowers her voice to a whisper. See in here. Monica peers through the window. Sure enough, there's a girl sitting alone, intently reading a book. I feel like a creep doing this. You should go inside and talk to her. Me? You're the president? And I would probably scare her away. Okay, fine, I'll do it. Monica takes a deep breath, then timidly enters the classroom. That was fast. Oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. Why? What happened? Well, I entered the classroom and she didn't even look up from her book. So I kind of just left the flyer on her desk and then walked out. That's kind of cute. But I'm sure she'll see it and want to join the club. I hope so. Shall we head back now? The two head back to the classroom. Let's see. Sarah feeling rather accomplished, and Monica still feeling a bit embarrassed about the encounter. Upon returning, Monica and Sarah resume their strategy meeting. They discuss various different kinds of recruitment tactics, from professional to silly. After going through Sarah's list, with Monica coming up with ideas of her own, the two end in a better spot than from where they began. Well, I would say today was pretty productive, wasn't it? Yeah, I think we're starting to make progress. I can't wait to get some new members. Hey, what's this? Sarah peers at the sheet of paper Monica was jolting on earlier. Oh, don't mind that. I was just thinking to myself. Join the literature club, write the way into your heart. That's so cute! I thought it was a little over dramatic, but Sarah pauses and thinks for a moment. You know, I don't think you give yourself enough credit. What do you mean? Like, I don't know, I feel like I could tell from talking to you today. It seems like you're always afraid of doing something wrong. Yeah, but would you call yourself a perfectionist? Yeah, I definitely am. I mean, I always have an idea in my head of how I want things to go, and it's like I can't accept anything less than that. But I think in the end, it helps me try my hardest at everything. So I don't think it's that bad. Like, with this club, we have such an opportunity to make it into exactly how we envision it, but it feels like we only have one shot at it. So I'm just really afraid of deviating from that. The vision. What's the vision? It's... Monica pauses to think, then shakes her head to herself. She sighs. I don't know. I just want everyone to... Monica trails off, smiling. Sari taps her fingers against the sheet of paper. Write the way into your heart. I think that's what you're trying to do. It's to make the club that you need the most out of anyone. Well, you're the one who knows yourself best, of course. But I'm here to help you. Monica returns to Sari's smile. I hope I'm reading this right. If I read this a little wrong, people just yell at me, tell me I'm stupid, because that's appropriate, I think. I don't know. It's just like, okay, I'm just trying to... I don't want to stay on it too long, you know? It's sort of amazing how kind you are. We're really gonna make this the best club ever. Sari nods and two remain silent for a moment, lost in thought. The only sound is the steady whisper of the air conditioner, and the only movement is the afternoon sunlight trickling its way in and out of the moving clouds. Sari breaks the moment with a big yawn. Time to go home? You tell me, you're the president. In that case, today's meeting is officially over. I look forward to tomorrow. Me too. Sari beams and grabs her things. I almost wrote thighs for some reason. I don't know. You could go on ahead. I need a few minutes still. Oh, I can wait. That's alright. I just want some alone time. In that case, Sari waves enthusiastically at Monica. Good luck! Monica smiles and waves in return as Sari spins her way out of the classroom. Oh. All alone, she sighs to herself and takes a minute to zone out. She wasn't prepared for the self-reflection encouraged by Sari, but she decided it was something she probably needed right about right now. The club that I need the most. I don't get it. I just wanted to start a club with more passion. Something that I could use to help lead people to happiness. Literature is the key to that, because it's the window to the real person inside of us. Underneath the person who's forced to always smile and blend in. The person who's forced to be perfect. Oh. Monica suddenly noticed a folder on the floor by her desk. Did Sari leave this behind? I hope it doesn't have her homework in it. Worried, Monica opens the folder and checks. Poems. It's a folder of poems. Become the flower. Feeling of joy is a flower plucked from the ground. The color, the scent, it's so pretty in my hair. Every day I pluck some flowers as though they grew just for me. Every day I pluck some flowers as though they grew just for me. A lifetime of peace and nourishment, yanked away in an instant. All for me, all for joy. I need more. I need more joy, I need more happy. Pluck, 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 every day. Pluck, 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 so pretty in my hair. Pluck, 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 you're going to die, and you too. Beneath my feet, a flower stands alone. It beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clutching roots, caressing the final joyous moments between my fingers. But to what ends? A look in every direction, and the field I stand in, the prosperous field, is a barren wasteland. Roots of my labor, the carnage of my joy. That is why I've decided I must become the flower. What the? Wait, Sari? Aww. Aww. Oh, set as wallpaper for sure. Yes. Achievement unlocked. Error. What? Wait, if I do one for Monica, will that do something? No? Alright, back. Okay, so that scared me. Achievement unlocked. Error. New music? What did we get? Doesn't tell what's new. I'm guessing it's Candy Hearts or Dear Sunshine? Maybe. Oh! We got more! You know what? Screw it. Let's just let this be the episode of just kind of reading. Let's do it. Another day passes in a flash, and it's already time for the next club meeting. Although Monica should have come up with a plan for today's tasks, she hasn't been able to shake her guilt and anxiety after reading Sari's poem. I'm so stupid. How did I let myself be the center of attention? Sari's going through these kinds of feelings and I'm letting her comfort me instead of the other way around. What kind of club president does that? The whole time I didn't think to ask about her own feelings. So much for the stupid vision. Sari's enters the club room with her usual smile. But upon seeing the downcast Monica, her smile quickly fades into an expression of concern. Monica? Is everything okay? I'm really sorry. I'm such a terrible friend. Huh? What are you talking about? You're an amazing friend. Monica shakes her head. I made this all about myself. Even you said so yesterday. You told me that I was trying to make the club that I need the most, right? But my problems are so trivial compared to yours. Sari responds quietly. What are you talking about? But as she says that, her face darkens. Through the silence, Sari mutters her realization. Well, that's my folder here. Monica stares blankly ahead, unable to come up with a response. I wasn't ready to share those. Now you're worrying about me. I don't want that. But why? We're friends, right? Wordlessly, Sari nods. Friends look out for each other. I want to be here for you as much as you're here for me. Another long moment passes in silence. The air is incredibly heavy. This is different. It wasn't just about you yesterday. It was about the club. Besides, things were so happy yesterday. You didn't need to do all this all of a sudden. I don't want it. I like happy, so if you do this, then you're just being selfish. Monica massages her forehead, struggling through the frustration of such a paradox. It's understandable that Sari isn't ready to share certain things, but as unfair as it is for Monica to pry, it's also painful for Monica to force herself to ignore the needs of her friend. I'm sorry I looked. I disrespected your privacy. No, I don't blame you for looking. You would have at least needed to check if it was mine. Yeah. Monica takes a deep breath. Okay. I understand that you don't want me to worry, and I think I'll be able to put this aside so that we can move on. But you could promise me something. Promise you what? Monica pauses to collect her thoughts. This is the Literature Club. It's a place where people can express themselves in the ways that life normally doesn't allow them to. That's the vision. In fact, it's our vision. Right the way into your heart. Or whatever. So I just want you to promise me that you'll remember that too. It doesn't have to be right now, but I want to be here for you when you need it. I want us to be ourselves like that. Sari smiles gently. I'll promise if you promise. Unable to help it, Monica returns. Hey, already smile. I promise. You too. As the conversation closes, the mood in the room is lifted. With that behind them, it's time to proceed with the club activities. So, want to teach me about poetry? Huh? But what about recruitments? It's fine. We have plenty of time for that. But right now, I feel like I want to do this. I mean, I do have to fulfill my end of the promise, you know? There's no way I could say no to that. Just don't expect much. I do a lot of writing, but it's not like I'm a scholar or anything. That's fine. I think you just need, like, some motivation. I never know where to start when it comes to writing poems. Starting isn't so hard. You just kind of need to write down your feelings and see where it takes you. Yeah, but that wouldn't come out any good. It's not supposed to. You're gonna have to fight your perfectionist's mind. Okay. You're gonna have to fight your perfectionist mind on this one. You can just start by writing your feelings and see what kind of things it makes you think of. And then you can turn your feelings into a little story. You can get your feelings down first and then make it sound pretty later. It's not like building a railroad where you go from one end to the other. It's more like a collage where you find all the things you want to put in and then you arrange them in a pretty way. At least that's how I do it. It's not like it's the only way. But it's a really good way to not get stuck right at the beginning. I understand. Yeah, I always get so caught up in how it sounds that I forget about what's actually important. Monica pulls out a pen and paper to start writing on. Stop being a perfectionist. You idiot. I'm just kidding. Monica scribbles out, you idiot, after she writes it down. Hey, I'd do the same thing and I would just leave it there. No, keep it. What? Why? Are you calling me an idiot? Of course not, but that's the point. You're not supposed... But the point is that you're not supposed to police your feelings, right? Be as dramatic as one. Ahaha, but I was just... Well, yeah. Underneath the scribble, Monica writes, you idiot. She stares at the paper. Her words stare back at her. It's kind of funny how I wrote down what I'm mad at myself for, and then I did that exact thing anyways. This is really gonna take some getting used to. I believe in you. Thanks, I do too. Me? I mean, but also you, of course. Monica continues to exercise, jotting down her thoughts. It's surprisingly quiet. It's surprisingly quite a struggle to write without overthinking it. But after a while, with Sayori's guidance and encouragement, Monica's sheet of paper begins to look fairly lively, peppered with all of our random thoughts. Phew. Monica looks up and down at her sheet. Gosh, I feel so tense looking at this. I hate it, but it's also kind of liberating. I can tell how hard you're trying. It makes me happy. I think you'll be good at writing poems. Don't give me too much credit. I'd have to try really, really hard at it, but I think it's something that I'll enjoy doing. With you. Sayori beams. I'll stop here, but we still have time. Let's try to work on a new flyer for the club. I won't be so picky about the language. Yay, let's do it. Monica and Sayori proceed with their work. With each passing day, the two of them become more confident in the club. Wait, did I say that? Proceed with the work. Okay, yeah, I said that right. Gosh dang. Not simply from their recruitment planning. Not simply from their recruitment planning, but from their vision as well. As their bond strengthens, so does the essence of the literature club. Finally, they begin to truly feel it's only a matter of time before they find more members. Yay! This is cute. I love it. Another day passes. As usual, Monica is the first one into the club room. With her is a printout of all the revised literature club flyers, completed with all the new ideas Monica and Sarah came up with. If only this was the flyer we gave to that one reading girl the other day. It's so much more attractive than the old one. But the new catchphrase is featured clearly in the center of the flyer. Right the way into your heart. Surely, common sense would say that one writes from the heart, not into the heart. But the message being delivered is that one can use writing to discover themselves. Hopefully Monica and Sayori had thought that it would be enough to garner some curiosity from students. Why do I feel so tense looking at this? Monica thinks back to the previous meeting when she performed the writing exercise. Was I always this bad at expressing myself? How am I supposed to be present if I can't even demonstrate what the club is supposed to be about? The literature club is truly beginning to take form. But with that, the weight on Monica's shoulder only becomes heavier. The Bait Club was always about rigid structure, formulating airtight points and counterpoints, and delivering them with conviction. It was about the person on the outside. That's why Monica was so good at it. It existed entirely within her realm of comfort. It's suffocating. I need to break through this mental wall. I need to learn to express myself. For real. Monica pulls out a sheet of paper and grabs her pen. She presses the tip of the pen firmly against the sheet of paper. Oh, well. Okay, I'm adding more words. I'm just getting into it. I'm sorry. She presses the tip of the pen firmly against the paper. But her hand doesn't move. Instead, a tiny bolt of ink collects around the tip of her pen. Monica lifts her pen and stares at the little blotch. For some reason, as she feels compelled to run her fingers across it. As she does so, the black ink smears across the paper, ruining Monica's canvas. Ugh. Out of spite for herself, Monica presses her pen down once again, letting the ink collect. She creates a second smear on the paper. Come on, Monica, just move your hand. Monica writes, "This is what I get for seeking perfection. A stain." Monica slides the paper away from her and puts her head down on the desk. Aw. The air conditioner seems louder today. I'm here! Hi! Monica hears Sayori approach her desk, then stop for a second, probably reading the piece of paper. Then she sits down in the adjacent desk. Bad day? Mm-hmm. Me too. Aw. You too? The new flyer looks so good. You've been working so hard. On the club, but also something else, I think. I can't do it. Sorry. It's so hard to just be vulnerable. Mm-hmm. Sari takes the sheet of paper from Monika's desk. She writes something down, then stares at it for a while. Can I trust you? Of course. You can trust me with anything. Sari gazes at Monika with sadness in her eyes. Understanding the signal, Monika takes the paper from Sari's desk and reads it. Okay. That actually hit. That hit too close to home. Sometimes I want to die. And there. Sari. This is really, really hard for me. Her voice shakes. So if I can do it, then you can too. Because you're like a million times better than me. That's completely not true. Sari takes a deep breath, trying to steady herself. That's something about me that I've never told anyone before. Even now my head is like screaming at me to stop. Wait, you don't have to force yourself. I mean, just because of the promise yesterday, I want to. It just feels right. I mean, maybe it's part of the reason I came to this club in the first place. This is Literature Club. I trust you. More than I'm scared. At those words, Monika stands up. Sari must have taken days to work up the courage for this. Where Monika's own futile but genuine efforts actually... Sorry, I'm sorry. That got a little too real for me. I know it's all fictional, but... Or Monika's own futile but genuine efforts actually the push that Sari needed. Sari's deliberate breaths can be heard over the air conditioner as she prepared herself to continue. Monika waits in gentle silence. I have this problem where I get really upset when people worry too much about me. I can't control it. It's like, why waste your energy worrying about me when you can just be happy instead? So I never tell anyone about these kinds of thoughts that I have. So it's so much easier to just smile and help everyone else be happy. But that's terrible. That's what Monika wants to say, but she stops herself in fear of saying the wrong thing. Just that if everyone knew about it, they wouldn't treat me the same anymore. Like whenever I'm not smiling, everyone would worry about me and ask me what's wrong. I know that because it used to be like that. Sari pauses, seeming to recall something in the past. I just want everyone to be happy. That's the most important thing to me. And letting people look inside my head doesn't bring happiness to anyone. Sari pauses again, her solemn expression making her look almost like an entirely different person. How did you find the courage to tell me this? You're not worried that I'll be one of those people too? I'm worried. Part of me really hates myself for doing this. But another part of me, I think, just felt like it would be different this time. Whenever we talk about the club, it's supposed to mean I kept feeling like it was right. It was right for me to do. Especially after you've been trying so hard to express yourself, too. Just made me feel like I could say it in confidence, and our friendship doesn't have to change. It's so silly. The club is only 2 people, but it already means this much to me. Monika feels a tightening sensation in her heart. A feeling of connection as Sari's emotions radiate between them. Me too. I was so lost until you showed up. You're so brave, Sari. So strong and brave, and I don't even compare. Monika steps forward. But if nothing else, I can at least offer you some hug energy, if you'd like. Wordlessly, and without a smile, Sari rests her forehead on Monika's shoulder. Through their contact, Monika can almost feel the torrent of thoughts swimming in Sari's head. And in this moment, enhanced by the air of the club, Monika realizes that all of the days that have passed, this is the one where she really, really hopes that nobody new walks through that door. You speak softly. You're like the sweetest girl I've ever met. You can say anything and I'll never judge you. I promise. Sari's breath begins to quiver. She takes several deep breaths, trying as hard as she can to start speaking, to say the things that she never once dared to say out loud. Finally, she speaks in a choked voice. I'm so worthless. I'm worthless and everyone would be better off without me. She suppresses a sob as a tear falls down her cheek. I'm just an inconvenience to everyone. I'm not good at anything and it just feels like everyone is just has to put up with me and I hate it. I hate it. The more Sari speaks, the more she fails to control her voice, falling victim to the overwhelming sadness clutching at her throat and chest. I don't want to have these thoughts. I want them to go away. Now I'm making you put up with me and I just want to die. As soon as Sari loses her composure, Monika becomes determined to keep her own. She only wants to be what Sari needs right now. So she won't let any sadness show. Her voice comes through as soft and gentle. This isn't putting up with you. It's just being your friend. Monika offers a few words of comfort. But she knew Sari said it herself, that the thoughts Sari experiences are ones that don't belong. And Monika can't actually make them go away. Most she could do is help Sari battle them, like any good friend would do. You have so much value to me and your other friends too. This club wouldn't have been the same without you. I really, really mean that. You coming here was the best thing that could have happened. Even if we never got any other members, I would still be happy. That's what you brought here. You brought us a mission, and you also brought happiness. And that's your favorite thing to do, right? Sari doesn't respond, but Monika feels her gently nod. No more words are needed between them. Two share their embrace for a while longer, Monika letting Sari take as much time as she needs. Once her breathing steadies and her sniffles fully cease, Sari lifts her head and wipes her eyes. I guess I needed that. Some days are harder than others. Well, I'm here whenever you need me. But any other time, I'll make sure that things are the way they usually are. If that's what makes you happy. Mm-hmm. Thanks. You're the best. No, you are. To exchange a smile. You know, I'm sorry to bring this all up all of a sudden, but have you considered talking to a professional? Sari nods. It's scary, since it's already so hard to tell people. Yeah. Well, of course, it'll always be your choice, but if you're ever looking to find the courage for it, I can do my best to help you. Thanks. I think it helps knowing that you would. Sari suddenly yawns and stretches. Wow, that made me tired and hungry. Well, I won't make you do any work today if you're not up for it. No, I want to. I mean, I can say that it's definitely one of the things that make me happy. Monika smiles, but I might want to get a snack first. All of a sudden, the sound of the door causes the two of them to turn their heads. The door opens halfway, then stops. A face peeks inside. A face that seems familiar. Okay. Jesus Christ, I was tearing up. Actually, that was heavy. That was very heavy. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Okay. Sorry, I just need to collect my thoughts right now. That hit way too close to home. I could tell. I know. Okay, I'm not. Okay, I know how she. I know how Sari felt. I know how she is. In that moment, I was tearing up, and I was close to choking up too. And nervous laughter is one of my many things that kind of just I try to fight to keep. Oh Jesus, that was a little too heavy. That was okay. I know this. I know they have the warning that this game is not suitable for those who are easily disturbed, and yeah, such like that. Like I love this game. I love the series, and that side story. Holy fuck! It was adorable and very heavy. God, I'm sorry. Just, I can't stop tearing up. Fuck, please stop. Okay. Okay. Okay, but you know that's gonna be enough for this. I'm probably gonna play more in the sitting. I might take a small break though from that because that was heavy. For sure, I'm gonna schedule this update, but yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. Just okay. My hair's a mess. Okay. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video, alright? May your heart be your guiding key, and I'll see you next time.